enkomo e de afa e Kristo som akwantuo se obi je sofo free ne mo obi je sofo free ne mo frasia bedru ne mpeninso na bra bom wo nyamesum mu akwantuo no sen e netie e so da ye hia mpenifo a mo edi enim ewo asori ne mu aya asofo no na mo timi aka mo bra bom nkomo a kire na ye nso so yetimi esua enyimu emfaso ebio enti se de ye ne da no ya mo wakwa abasei no na wa like page no na afi wa share na ofoforo so etimi ahwe bi enkomodie ne mu ekoso no obetimi eja wo comment wase ebre no so a na yedimu enkomo ne akenkan e de amaw ene nyame aye yadom enya osofo penin pa ewo ye studio sa oye president nti meka na say me de his excellency be kan wana oye president Pastor Dr. Armstrong Pastor Daniel Armstrong KUMAH nka me man doctor enchebia doctor ne beba enchebia doctor ne beba Pastor Daniel Armstrong KUMAH yeah oye president ewo Atlantic View Ghana Conference kaneno na Southwest Ghana Conference nti meka ne say yes society no be no Atlantic View Ghana Conference no ono na ye president a odi kaya oda no nti Pastor Daniel Armstrong KUMAH enende ye ne ni bedi enkomo medi ede oba pa ajoa adobia Pastor ma ajoe
ya
ebi ende nyame honhom ne yi kire me sense o de doctor beka Pastor fa show apo mo to say
ya wadom mboko
ye da nyame asese ahoden wo ho na enden so enya ewo ye studios ha enen komodie no ebe ye nhira papa pa na se ye kase Pastor Daniel Armstrong KUMAH e pa show ye hwan
okay medasi Daniel Armstrong KUMAH currently the SDA of na me papa edindi kaneno ne afeno Pastor SC KUMAH sana dodo no edinim no na me papa enso ye SDA sofo oye ejuma 43 years say SDA sofo 43 years in ministry na me mama nso ni maiden name Mary Amokwanwa Dugan.
Okay.
But later obey Mrs. Mary KUMAH. Ebusuemo no me na metoso enai. Ba me na me bema medikai. Ewo emma no mo. Ti my sister paying your friend no Abena Chumwa but ne Grace Mrs. Grace Roxon. And now na chiri ba ya Abena Fosua. Your friend no Mrs. Elizabeth Ajimendua. Na ne chiri ba ne your friend Abena Ponsa. Ni din currently no the Mercy Lynn Mrs. Mercy Linda Danso. Ena me nso me chiri ba ya bema ono e de kwa me chiri. Your friend no Mr. Abraham Ochiri.
Okay.
Ena ono ne chiri ba ye last born no your friend no Akosua Asantoa ono nso ni din no ede Mrs. Esther Ajimai. Nti ebusuemu no eno no but say hwe me father side na me papa ne side no em so no ni eno di kan ya obeye okwanhweni enti ba obeye okwanhweni ni nuanom nyina ne subsequent ne wo fasefo ne ade no beye SDA4 ba eba me ma me side na eno de to the 5th generation no nyina ya kwanhwefo enti me ma me papa o ma me ne omo nso de akwekoso sa akwanhwefo in fact the odi kan ya obo asu seme na akwanhweni wo Ghana ha and even beyond West Africa every me ma me side a friend no William Dawson obo asu in the early 1870s.
Wow.
no a merchant nti obo so America to ono no obo esu outside Ghana and some of the easy sorry ba ni krom ti e kapa mi krom ena easy sorry di kan ya buy wo Ghana a friend go mo afete later no mo relocate ko Mayenda and currently we call mo easy sorry a che wo Ghana hapa over 130 years ho isi Mayenda me ma mi no mo busia no mo village into Mayenda township is an Adventist village easy sorry a chepa Ghana. And that's what I saw that this was 130 years ago. And then Pius, woman, the type, almost actually, they now battery creek. So, you know, we into Cohons were a similar Pius and a honor. Now, growing up, now, my father, yes, right in the early 70s, you know, and you know, me nyini wo mission house na mission school asiye wa Aguna Siodro and for some time so for the ti wa back transfer into a transfer my father from Aguna Siodro to Asamankese early 80s that is late 1770s no na in the 80s no mo no nso transfer no call asin for so ndi me ko school Aguna Siodro koto aso Asamankese esan koto aso ewo asin for so na asin for so na me start secondary school in this time no na e for so day secondary school eventually you know we transfer my father to Akimoda. But before then, no, me call Bekwai, me admission or when more than transfer in the bank, you have to move to Bekwai SD, you have to move to Akimoda. Me call down, me call Kotoa school or dance secondary school. And me read Form 5 in 1990. And me Kotoa my district so Asokore SDA Training College. Inti me 93 it me a trained teacher he post to me about Western region but from a year or down my father ya transfer no I didn't call a year Accra that time na Accra West district na bubuashi mataheku North Kanishi da KUMAH odoko ni Kans na nyina bom as one district na sabri no nyina no na me teacher training college in 1992 when you transfer my father ba Takrade as Takrade district pastor that time ni Takrade East and West na Takrade for agitate say almost betumi anya conference into the then president Pastor P.O. Mensah no say Popi Mra na mobilize it for that purpose. Inti Popi na ebesha asiye onia elders a water cry de no kika bom then the CM elder J Nyanki elder Apple senior ni Apple junior and other elders ada J Emana mo da kobia no nyina ekeka ho da Dugan da Chiamu akolate da eje ba ko da J Mensa ni won ekeka ho va na elders bin so e wo secondia omo eka ho Eda Johnson nom omo mobilize Takrade secondi and then that time no na within the Western region in na my father kwana no use car then so he has to move with them to Koya ko Samurai boy Koya all the mobilization ni na Nyame adom and Safo is being administrative unit. Na say enema ekwa eni mo afan. But eno no Popi ba Western region. No means me teacher training college ni post to me ba Western region. My name is sister nyina. Eye Mercy Linda. And so that time Mercy Linda KUMAH. Enti yemi nyina ye ba Western region. Me kwachira de e wo mpo ho SDA. school that time na preparatory school na nyame adom ye afemu de na growing up in the church me call a teacher training college ye ordained me as deacon in the church and I'm a youth leader. The leadership no start here shall with school mo especially even basic school rambo no student leadership na me was a class captain na edi ekoya be school prefect teacher call secondary school so leadership was ye boa bebre teacher training college no na me be deacon and then be youth leader or teacher training college honor and there were other leadership role be a boy like as so for man or honor no sons and daughters association so and so now me leader and other made me join our me share no so me na me need the journalism and I share with GBC fan club. Wow. And eventually I was assisting some media houses in here. And that time is not me a photographer. Hey. Yes. And he call teacher me cultural de ompo na near Yesuan with school or youth money idea. Ye di juma in the Southwest that then administrative unity I call so by a conference in the morning. Na youth juma you need di mo akotin we special mpo we shall see any mobilize school no na as school no money football team I had to mobilize them because I was very active in football team and then with the youth no it me mobilize even JHS or government we see there's a lot of influence ma omodo do on be youth for because na me a assistant demand the district sports master no inti ye call camps ni ade no na the youth for ni amani ade di wrong bua bebre inti enum no even though na me teacher ni no na nkofo frame sofo okay omo frame sofo because of youth ye call youth camps overnight camping ni amani ade eventually me decided to make up Valley View University.
Okay, Pastor, before that, teaching, what you are there for how many years?
About 3 years.
3 years, okay.
My third year in the morning, and medical university.
Okay.
Now, me echo a university in the morning. In fact, secondary school, no, me shall see as science students. Now, because of transfers in India, I say me changing my course. India, me call Ordan Secondary School, Ordan St. Francis Secondary School. No, na course na me yewo for no omonya wo. So I had to change the course. Eventually, me be business bias, economics, accounting, commerce, IBM na religious knowledge ni ada ibe kan ho. Inti Emma na is my be accounting student. Inti me ko Valley View no de na my dream no me ko ho ama be accountant anase bribisa. Ti Valley View no me ko me accounting 1 accounting 2 business maths ni akeka ho a by second year no na me theology. Me theology because Valley View so na me be we see church no mono youth leader initially na me assistant youth leader and actually me be youth leader India ma nice involvement was solo moju me di mu ni ade no ma me shifty be theology na leadership roles so of Valley View no for me second year no na me joining student leadership. In the second year, me be SRC secretary of Valley View. My third year, SRC secretary. The final year, no, and me decided to be secretary. Me be a PRO. Inti me be a PRO for. Inti ma yes, some leadership was a role. school mu na me school May 1999 Valley View University me wie no mu no that year no na Southwest Ghana Conference evangelism bi na near no leader near friend Linson Thomas or the team bi fi America e dia ba mu ba ye nti ye ba ye no na wo se mekoboa ti me wie school me ni mu no 1 week kura no se mekoboa me pastor Odro ni ada bia na late team bia na o hoden nti me be ko na me teacher ti me wie Valley View no me sign echo teaching ti me ko kira de e o ascender SDGHS by then no na Southwest BA teacher training college foforo nti na arrangement ni say me call ho ko kira de na ma double up as chaplain e wo school ho no nti e ma me ko kira de wo kakra enu na sa nyamsem ka no na ko so nti no yadim koto axim but now me associate the same pastor edema pastor D that time we come district na axim district but district we no head na come ti me associate the man ka trainer conference decide is permanently me call axim as the same pastor and me free classroom okay ti yeti axim free come mo me na me first the same pastor
okay pastor apostle wa hama me obi o ye train teacher na o call Valley View prekope wa diversity theology ye o papa o ye sofo no influence na ma o ye sofo ana se wa na wo si wadwen so.
All right, thank you very much. Mpemebe na manfo bisa that question. Mpa me call Valley View na ye me father. Amanfo kra na ye na me call ne de me na me decide say me to am addition so. Having served in teaching for some years and person me to am addition. Decided me din kan me call with the mindset say me be accountant.
Sure.
Me go school mu no na already me child here na your friend so for. But still I was not convinced to say area me be so for na BBC anti school no mu no ye student leadership ye boy youth ministry ye ma kwan ye be fie no afi na say amam for cancer was say okoye that time to Valley View na nipa kakire bi na ye theology especially near professor bi o pastor Latu or Indian na Greek language ni Hebrew language ni wa bi wo mu so much say ne kire no mo no obeso bia ya ne decide onu nimu no indi say ye ko classroom and I say new semester bia nipa e be theology ni bebire ebu nipa be 50 but by the end of the semester na nipa aka in theology no mo ndo 10 because o muntu menye Greek language in particular enti no through recommendation ni niamane bi na ma me decide say meye tenya me father
okay
ti me koye theology no but me theology but na adisuamo no nyame eheda chiamade wa adisuamo enti na ma me more credit hours every semester bi wa semester manye credit hour cry na me year 17 that is the lowest I'm year ever as a student if you am 18 credit hours if you are 22 credit hours 21 credit hours and to be able to do that say we were setting cumulative GP and sana what to me I always see and me more courses than the normal semester course it me drew me final year na I some me courses ni na almost say my yin na wi tell me sure the then Greeks University yen at Valley View yen time na Valley View to me ma a degree certificate enti ema oye kodru be bia na ya chiroko Greeks University enti me a Greeks University student me graduate tell me chiroko say me pese minya double degree so degree in theology and then religion because them ye teacher in and to grantee mommy religion unfortunately me professor doctor Professor Latua no ye head of department for theology say ohumi no say ye de religion ne kan wa me nya sofo enti no me certificate no even though me transcripts no ni ade ne wo but certificate no so no but because me yes our courses ni na the kan in fact related but few ones be na anka SME and me ye kan but amma me certificates but now me transcripts so inti question now be say coming back no me ba be ye wa exam so me started from associate this is pastor Okikam district and then exam district and be exam this pastor and the exam one no me the 6 months from first me call home me by me appointment letter the next 1st June 1990 and the 1st June I'm 27 years in ministry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And ye me were on 19 December 1999 at Nyinasia district. Inti me call Nyinasia district. Now interestingly, ye ko yimi achire when Nyinasia no. Elder no the then treasurer, a friend dancer. No ko yimi chire wo hono na introduction is say no ye no say Nyinasia district. Also for bia ba ha Bruce Wamfie mienu na ye yi na free ha. So ono no ntumu na mo ntina so amunzu na muntumi ne ntina. Nti Abraham also for abrantie. So ono so muntumi na ntina de ebeko kumasi na kofa abojisefo ni bia Abraham. It was very interesting. Na ekashe onyame ni onyame se me di 5 years.
Wow.
Ewe Nyinasia. At least nyame adom nti breaki sa we no a barrier na ewo. The odi mechiko enu nya be 7 years. And then another person so eche. Na me call ye Nyinasia district. Na churches are 28 churches. Na elubo nyina are part of Nyinasia district. Yes. I come Pataba and some na nyame adom ye Kenya msem ne nya 2 ka ho na ye 30. Ibi 2 ka ne nya 30 churches. 30 churches in no no na be some 2 years later na conference decided say Beche district no. In the day one past a year e buy no ye no ko elibo. The initially no na oye me associate ye adwuma together with cause he say omo e chemo no elibo no benya 12 churches ene Nyinasia benya 18 na ekeshe nyame no nyame ife Nyinasia no ne asante aso ne bia ka mo yenya about 24 churches and me di free ho but me when Nyinasia no mu no ano na ye around 2002 economo no e be me associate youth director nti e chire no Pastor Gigi Asamoah Ojeni Ghana Armed Forces. It may be acting youth director. And then in 2004, Nambe substantive youth director. The MIA play role be me a youth director, music director, and then me be a chaplaincy director, public relation director in the conference. With time, you know, me be Adventist Muslim relation director. And Misambe Health Ministries Director, Chaplaincy Director, Campus Ministries Director, and then Mibeye Ministerial Secretary, and then Family Ministries Director as well. Then with time, you know, and you appointed me as Executive Secretary from that is 2021 to 2025. Yeah, because session. But before then, no, from Nyinasia district, you know, me call Enche district. That time, I'm a youth director. And when Enche is the remotest area of Western region, then I share border with Wesi. Also, now district no soon. A lot of churches, and within the district, no better travel by 3 hours from the headquarters to some of the churches, you know. And from a hot to Takrady at that time, the night, it would take you between 6 to 12 hours, depending on a brown namini car crowd to come to Takrady. Another in the next year, you transfer me and me by Takwa, Takwa West, district pastor.
Nti ehono na waware anase na unya ware.
Me ware we nyinase.
O ware we nyinase. Okay.
Me ware we nyinase. That is 2004.
Okay.
Ena me ware ye. Ena ye odeni mi so we nyinase. In 2005.
Okay.
2005. Inti mi fi enche na mi ba Takwa West District. Na eno nso na district ni spanning from Awodia to just how many Agona share border ewo yes frozen post apimenim. So that was a year now that time no. And then from Takwa West District and I'm a bar Takrade. But Takrade no ye mami din kan kwaye associate district pastor Emma Secondary West district pastor that time pastor JRB Donko. And then me Sunday associate district pastor Emma pastor the late pastor Sirijo or Takrade West district pastor from 2009 to 2010. And I pastor Sirijo be the president of the conference. That time no munti Emma me sign ATK district work by year they say pastor from 2009 to 2014.
Okay.
2014. In the 2014 no and it transferred me from Takrade West District to Daboase District. To me call Daboase District but na headquarters no here at Shama. To me call no and your chair district no mumi no. Ibenya Daboase District and Shama District. Into me be Shama District pastor from that time to 2018 and me ba Takrade East District. In the Takrade East District me no Takrade Central currently and na ye head into me be Takrade East District pastor from 2018 to 2021 and me be executive secretary. Into from that time and at 2025 my president Yafa no koye the president of the Southwest Ghana Union Conference. Inti me double up as executive secretary and acting president from 2025 December to 2026 April. I was elected as the president of South Atlantic View Ghana Conference. At that session, we voted in our constitution. So because said the union, after the names, after the then Southern Ghana Union, you chemutu into East Ghana Union, and Southwest Ghana. That is Southeast Ghana Union and Southwest Ghana Union. And until now, my yedin over Southwest na. You must see a conference or see a union because I don't see a union conference. So now I say there's a bit of confusion. My who here said during our constitutional review, ye did your best and the shame say before then you discuss any for any executive committee members here the Kuko district eventually the name Atlantic View Ghana Conference and you G2 then you share your constitution. And my baye the first president of the Atlantic View Ghana Conference for this first quinquennium award this period. Okay, and the harvesters congratulations. Thank you. Okay.
Yensan ko back kakra. Wo hwe asofudie no mu a na say ye de mo ba Western yansan fam wanko bi o. Wanko memfree Western.
Okay, me father side.
Yes.
Me father eba Western. Mfa ne ba so meboanti. Yes, or start ya or boy ya Southwest from administrative unity by year conference Ogusu no mu no ebe conference he was transferred to Takwa.
Okay.
And you Takwa from Takwa no and na retirement so here. Now one interested in them say question where am no aba. Na retirement no so here that is 2004 and na retirement so here. Na sabre no mo no omo arrangements e chom yes date on by in 2005 na me ankasa nanka I was due for ordination in 2003 omdi me din ko union mo approve subjected to my marriage because now I'm worry and in Adventist you know especially this part of the world don't worry about things you be ordained in me worry 2004 to me arrangements in India and it is 2005 no na me ordination no ebeba so India ma omo kan me father ne retirement service ne ordination service no bom ye ni nyina one day.
Okay, wow.
Yes, in April 2005 2nd April 2005 enti asofo no mo den ni me na papa kan.
Wow.
Ti o den ni mi wie ye no na ye den retirement service so it was a first of its kind.
Wow.
Enti a memorable day pa and so ubisa popi ni ministry ne end in western region from Takra de no oko takwa no na oko retirement then from Takwa no ye signed the ba Takra the secondary into obeye secondary the say pastor after he had retired for 2 years ni second year no mo no and onya accident no accident.
Wow.
Yeah. Inti that is how my father in ministry ended.
Okay. Inti o papa ye sofo now papa ye sofo the late Pastor KUMAH.
Yes, please.
And I also wabe sofo na me andom we pagya wa ba be do conference. O sha adeswa ne modu.
Okay, thank you. Adeswa ne de to be a minister and easy. And there are a lot of challenges here and there. But say that me din kan you know ya wo me mission house. Yeah. Ya wo me mission house inti challenges are asofo FM no me hui right from Nkwalabrim because even me papa kra say oye sofo no me na nanom ba mi no miensa no me yes dia sofo pastor CB Brew.
Okay.
Pastor Brew elder fee Brew papa ono oye me grandfather from my mother's side.
Wow.
But me mama nua me mama nua the same mother the same father inti chese enyenche pastor Esel Oluma Esel no ye me nana inti me from the me mama ni side inti because me I'm a 5th generation Adventist and a 2nd generation Adventist preacher. Wow. In terms of say software ni the papa and na me be but in terms of me side ni dey and me na nkan so anu nyina ye me na kwanhwefo so that is how etie but there's one thing that me kan me dia to say me kan so me kan nyina me immediate family me kan ho as
yeah me bisa pa o ma dream say me bisa pa enti wo hwe edru ba bi no ana akodrum pempen so a wo say mantua teaching ni so na bebe sofo wedru ba when you
I've always been a teacher. Even in the ministry, you know, teaching is my passion. And me no me who say me free teaching. But even in the ministry, no me chere there and one thing me denya me answer so obo me my mentor a lot of pastors because I always want to share. In ma say young ministers in the ministry no more. Me boa omo me encourage omo me chere adeɛ ati say your classroom ne maybe I share with them say they beboa ma omo nso betumi and most often no ebi wo anya say bia ebi wo practical nneɛma ne bi wo me no mu besua ebi wo ma ye kɔ program bia inse seminar me ye no na me say ye oye wie na ma kyerɛ how you need say next time you need say and there are some pastors like many pastor Kaku pastor Ayatakwa president, Pastor Emmanuel Kobna, and many others say, every mammy more Pastor Joshua Boado. I just to mention these few pastors, Yame and Namia. So, and baby Noah, Yaboa Momo, Era ministry no more. If you are going to Valley View near the no, you will be more quoting, said the teaching there, even though me fee classroom or no, Mugusu Chadi, and in the ministry no. ade chere ade a manage ho manage teaching Bible studies and Sabbath school studies chere ni ade no kra since me gina pulpit mo preach because me chere dia I become satisfied say me chere nyame asem so ama me no me say me fi classroom asin say ye chere mo frade but me chere nyame ade e wa sorry dem any radio so ne other places am gidi say e boa ma nyame asem so eko.
Okay. Enti say no o wo masen.
Me ma eye 3.
3.
Ma eye 3. Me ma mi no oba baako. Okay. Di odi kan ni ye Samuel Charles KUMAH. Currently no oye ni doctor of pharmacy. Okay. On the 4th year. And I know dinner chi no ye oba oni ye Scholastica Mary Aba Amokwanwa KUMAH. Onse mfantifo ni edi ntintin de ya de pa. Enti ono nso e wo KNUST. Ono nso ni second year and our and a third ye Daniel Armstrong KUMAH. Ono no nso e wo St. Augustine or the final year currently ochro SS exams. Enti me mano the odi kan me to me papa the otosu mi no me mama na the otosu mi nsa no ti a chene pepe
na aka pension baby
David ono pension baby no ne Daniel Armstrong.
Okay, so pastor worry ye no aware ni asofudie no na etisen.
Okay. Said them come worry 2004. That time na me hoka for no na me ni be worry no that time the friend is Cynthia Yaba Kanga, like currently a friend is Cynthia Yaba KUMAH. She had or child KNUST as a lecturer, and that time no or nursing training college if you are quanta second na oye midwifery inti ye worry ya no one final year na after no aware no mo no oye juma Takwa Government Hospital oye juma wo if you are quanta na okoto ana disua so wo UCC odinka akoye BEd Educational Health Science okoye Masters in Educational Administration and okoye Valley okoye Bachelor of Science in Midwifery na okoye Master of Science in Midwifery or University of Nottingham or the actually okay KNUST the kika ho the ono ahia wa na wakaka osima min kan but said the obisa aware mu challenge you know aware se be ye gina wa also couple no me you know if there is understanding and then there is communication and then commitment yes challenges there but you'll be able to overcome it. So this has been my tools. There will be a good rapport between us if you communicate well. Now you are committed to the marriage. Challenges be no matter what. So for marriage, me want to say okay. My wife is my friend and everything.
And for pressure beyond now, yes, okay. Pastor, my uncle Facebook kakana kwesi solo. Brefo Asare also was sharing from USA, so thank you. And was say congratulations, Pastor, conference president. And I feel will be say, please ask him where he is from. Say waka, but it be wanted to so now winning vocals was say greetings to the Harvesters team. God bless you. God bless you too, Winnie. Me who watch it. And I was say I love how humble you are as a person. God bless you, Pastor.
Thank you.
Okay, so Fiona Bruni say, Pastor, you always look young. What is your secrets?
Thank you very much.
My apple.
Me started from in Miami fee.
Yeah.
Me am say me can me fi go mo afete. Me mama e ho no finti. Say ye akamfo di e ho na me ka say me fi. But me father half Ashanti half Achim. So from Ashanti no ofi Dwabin ahimfie. Ne nana ene Dwabin sewa from that lineage. And from Akema Prade achim. And so and so ho so fi ahimfie ndi je say ono ne the side too ne nyina. But me dey me fi ko mu affect. Yes. And to answer that question now coming to Mami Fiona question no. Me obi a manage health ho. I'm say me can me school addition no. Me ka see me first degree. The year the nyame adom nti. But most of my this year no me our health. Nti me masters in public health. But me share the mostly in health field. Nyame adom me kita about 12 certificate from University of Washington, all on health issues. In the map pomudin ya de bia many eku ho papa yi. And from enkwalabre mu no nyina no na because of youth nti na me very active with youth ministry month nantie ne nyamanye maybe bodybuilding ni ade ana me hwe magidie nzu ye ana akwanhwefo nkyerɛkyerɛ fa aduane die ho especially clean and unclean ni ekeka ho no me mfa ni agro. Okay. And then me ndidi basa but me free fear me ndidi wo baby agese ma be fie say come dem wa bontin po na medidi a aduane a me obehun say medi say Mary biscuit and I say drink beauty say drink sugary so that I can get immediate energy. Apart from that, me need outside except say be a yakwa meeting. Na aye aduane ama sofo eno krampo no me picky kakra when it comes to food. Na yes abebo wa pomodin. Enti so bisa pomodin said ye we na me gidi pass ye didie apomotene ene insuo no munso ni nyina aboa na that is
okay. Where the Atlantic View Ghana conference ankasa almost a great man of God. God bless your ministry.
Thank you.
The conference is I mean sharply.
Thank you.
Oh ye hwe say e be ye ne asofo omo retirement na asofo bebre no a omo udibie ni nyina omo adua but omo ntimi ankwa ankodru president. Odie no eye adwuma a wo ye sofo no na eye mmro so nti utimi nya sa president di bre na na se enyame nhira nso ka.
Meka say ayadom. Okay. Enyame nhira. God, they have been very good refined ministers sir. Omaye adwuma pa but omo ntimi am president. Ebi yaye adwuma sin said ye yaye. Okay. But ye di kan meka say ayadom. Ena meka hye nyame ni onyam so say nyame prepare you mobi and brought us in a time like this. Said the Bible, man, Jumano, Akoso. And I'm very sure and convinced that is why Nyame di Mura leadership will move right from infancy. The class prefects, the co school, student leadership, but even in the ministry, you know, me name there, but to the best of my knowledge in India, me share them who be aware all this leadership. From youth ministry to music to chaplaincy to campus ministries to Adventist Muslim relation, health ministries, with executive secretary, acting president and president. Mostly, but to go through all this, Nyame prepare me for a time like this. Said me kashe onyame onyam. But notwithstanding, yeah, and but I've served this church with all my might. Me bre, my dad, me bibia, including Sika. Me dia so masafu yi. Na me didi se onyankopon so e prepare me said the e breti say no obehye no ho ani onyam na obe move na safu no akokan. Ti me nka se e ye me modern bo, but me didi se nyame adom. Enna wa hye no ho ani onyam.
Okay. Eti kwesi Solobi was last year when we were camp meeting US when we were camp meeting in Joshua Boado was said Pastor KUMAH, the man who shaped my ministry, God bless you. And Ben Ankoma appear. And so I say watching my favorite pastor from Germany. Now I say, but a month for Kase, with the brain in our bear presidency, you are so down to earth. I say, oh brown once when you obi obesheni biya, obi obenya encounter with you biano. Or feel okay. The secrets near there.
Nyame na kashe nyame ni onyam se onyame ACC yen said the enzo ebe into youth ministry no more no. In fact, say me share youth ministry no more. Ayana near AMN say, uko youth ministry more. Yewo graduates bebre youth for na ho mo say na bikita omo masters ni enzo ba youth ministry no share uniform a. Wanjwe na master guide bi kotiatia no ananse bribisa. But Mr. Dishwe youth for ni bi omo modern bomb ahu brasia di adwuma ni ade. And then na see any omo edins and was so no ye hwese yenso ye beba form na etumi apagya binum nso e de omo akoso na yesu ayidi na echi no bre no hanse enti meme ne hwan ya me my ministry in youth me youth director no ye kwa me ni youth for no as a classroom ma me ni omo ne da se ye ko busha me ni omo ne da ho no mo and aboa nipa said ye ebema nyame adwuma no akoso enti no misua free owura na idi na chi no or say he must increase that I must decrease ana yohane kai enti no gidi say so your sofo na obre o ho asia nyankopon so ebe peja nti obi ani ne adwuma bia yemre ye ho ase na nyame so empeja ye emkoso
kwesi solo no wa chere camp meeting cross say PGFA camp meeting
ya ko Pennsylvania
okay you
Pennsylvania
sorry
Pagaf menu say mini once it called be a Pagaf the end okay Pagaf the end ye called Denver Pennsylvania the end na ye North America Ghanaian you know na omko Pennsylvania
Ben Amwakumbi o bisa say Ben Ankoma appear Ben Ankoma appear was say please ask pastor, apart from winning souls for Christ, what would he consider as fulfilled when he brings his presidency to an end?
All right. A very big question, but the me can say Nyankopon ehwehwe yen be exert influence nipa eni omo enya encounter nyina and until no as president of this conference I want to exert a maximum influencer ebenya so asofo eni asafo menyina so but nyamsemka enso nyame adom tie bebo more than see ebe page mo ama no akoso but apart from that so it means he say oh should be before from the other projects at that conference here KUMAH especially myself a year lamti women's project e wo ho no and me say nyame say obeboa na by the end of this no ni etumi ayi biribi wo ho a ebemma nyame ebepeja nyame din in this conference and then conference wo certain jumedi projects in ketinketi bia eno nso ya boy yakome mu se nyame moaye na yentumi empeja emmano enkoso indi so obisa question no a me pese mehebo na bo hye no but I believe strongly say nyame be hye no wani onyam ya exert much influence and then these projects are mambo boss one so onyankopon be peja ne nsa yebe unse nsisai kese e dia ba conference
okay enti ye de ye nkomo ne ebewie pastor Daniel Armstrong KUMAH Atlantic View asofo emu asafoma emu mmebunu pinua ehwewo e de na enwumre obeka de akere o asoremba
enwumre ni mpese meka akere Atlantic View Ghana conference for nyina se omoma we must go back to the old time religion saa nyamesu a onyankopɔn ɛde ma asafo no yɛnkɔ back to it na yɛmfa mpaebɔ enyamsɛm ka nkabom sɛ the conference no the then Southwest Ghana conference mpanyinfoɔ no hyɛ aseɛ no if asɔfoɔ asɔre mpanyinfoɔ asafo ma yɛde mpaebɔ nyamsɛm ka nkabom yɛde hyɛ saa yɛde toa saa dwumadie no so wɔ bere a yɛwura Atlantic View Ghana conference mu ya megye di sɛ onyame bɛhyɛ ne ho ani onyam na sɛdeɛ yɛ slogan no ɛteɛ no Southwest we are one but sisi a Atlantic View we are one Atlantic View yɛleko or yɛyɛ baako yɛyɛ koro Atlantic View we are one in Christ indeed sɛ yɛyɛ one there ɛne sɛ yɛyɛ nwinwin ntokwa aprepere firi yɛn mu asɔfo asafoma asɔre mpanyinfoɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛnka mo mfa koro yɛ mpaebɔ nyamsɛm ka ɛnyɛ onyame adwuma no na I believe strongly say together no yɛ contribute yɛ quota nyame ɛbɛhyɛ ne ho ani onyam in the next 5 years ɛda yɛ nim.
Okay, so Pastor, it's a privilege having you here.
Thank you very much. Okay. I'm grateful to you too.
Thank you. You're the best here, Pastor Daniel Armstrong KUMAH, President, Atlantic View Ghana Conference, the first president of Atlantic View, and Harvesters Online, I interviewed the first, Anna.
Yes,
yeah, that's it. My religious journey, I had any of these. Me GDA say, "Kabebre wechia nke bekanda fufro, yabasan babio na yedimo enkomo." Abra wa ba be president, ye bonya mempaye se oma na hoden na oma ne nyansa ne nimdia obetime dia atsoa. Dwumedie no so akwakosi bra obeko ahomchie mu. Wa mo hweye e wo Facebook ni YouTube nyina. We say a big thank you to you all. Say every bia no munya brani adache na wo hweye. Pastor Aje Woshafati ya wodro executive producer ata na afei Master Kingsley MCR camera ata obetwa ofefe we ya na waye yo. E from your papa adwo adobia. Na me ya do me be se hia da foforo. Bye bye.
Bye bye.